Snatch Cliff is known for its views.
Ancient Alpha truly is fascinating.
Commercial for it, and all it's backed.
Hello, hello, hello.
How can I help you?
Alright, Jace. Before I go do this, I have to do something real fast. I'm sorry.
We're gonna get soaked. Let's find shelter quick. Oh, we're not going to make it.
Hey, can you hear me?
Let's play.
Jace, can you hear me? Okay. Okay, so there's about a 15-second lag. I need to do this real fast before I head there. Sorry.
Time for takeoff. Brace yourself.
A hunter becomes the hunted.
What's it done?
Okay. Almost. I'll collect it on the way, so. While I'm here. Oh, yeah, that gorilla doesn't cost too much. Well, there's that now. Oh, how about that? You said head to Watatsumi Island. Okay. Wait. Wait. Here?
Stopped raining already? A shame. I wanted to play some more.
Give me 1 second, Jace. Alright, I'm gonna... Oh, hang on a second. Head to main shrine. Oh, hey. Twas nothing. All right. Here we are. Be right back.
Right now, I wish I was sitting at the top of a tree, looking out over a meadow, cider in hand.
Alright, I have returned.
Come on, traveler, let's go. The world is full of lost ballads just waiting to be rediscovered. Come on, traveler, let's go. The world is full of lost ballads just waiting to be rediscovered. Come on, traveler, let's go.
Act 3 of Inazuma Archon Quest. Okay. Alright, I think, appreciate it, Jace. If you want to keep watching, you can. Alright, I think, appreciate it, Jace. If you want to keep watching, hold on, before I do anything. Are you gonna keep watching, or you heading out? So there's that now.
You can find
Oh, turn those on. I'm looking. There it is. It's always the carrots I forget to buy. Actually, let me make a terrible mistake. I always start at the bottom. Alright. Let me see what some of these destroy. There we go. Alright. Now I can stock up proportionally, I suppose. Do you have carrots? No. But you do have fish. I need to stay here for the comments. Oof. I just did it for the quick money because I'm trying to do this quest. I'll get some more artifacts. I just did it for the quick money. Okay. Let's see. Oh, of course. All of them. Yes. Alright, now let's go on ahead and put all of this in a bunch for the making. Save the machine. I'm not gonna keep that. I need to start finding some of those. Hold on. Let me just pause that. Well, I had to do stuff. Don't judge me, man. Alright, so... go ahead and do this. I need more pepper, apparently. I'm glad he made his specialty. More will come in due time. Even better. Alright. I feel a little bit more prepared all of a sudden.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Recently, the Adventurers Guild has received an unusual commission.
The Traveler would be the most suitable candidate, right?
Indeed. As ever, I will spare the pleasantries then. May I ask if you two are available to help? Well, let me go over it briefly. Our client for this job is the Yashiro Commission. Apparently, Rift Towns are attacking the roots of the sacred Sakura nearby Mount Yogo in great numbers.
Rift Hounds? On Narukami Island?
Yes. We are not sure where exactly these creatures come from. But this time, they are attacking in alarming numbers with great aggression and a clear target. The sacred Sakura is of tremendous importance to Inazuma. Good. Then you can see that...
Is the Tenryu Commission aware?
Yes, and they are already taking action of their own.
Perhaps
However,
I'll be able to farm a
given
fair
that
amount
the
of
sacred
Naku weed for
Sakura's root
this.
system is vast and complex, and faced with the unpredictability and scale of the Rift Town's attacks, they are finding it difficult to defend against them. Their main priority is to protect the civilian population, so they are actively looking to... The Adventurers Guild is one of the key parties assisting the Tenryu Commission. You have our deepest I will mark on your map the area...
Relax, we'll be...
Let's do it.
The sacred Sakura's... Keeping our sacred Sakura safe was Hanachiru Sato's greatest wish, and now these mangy mutts are trying to destroy it! Time to teach him a lesson!
Are we finna go beat people up? Yeah. Look at probably mind me getting hype up in here. Alright, Jace. Who should I bring out? Should I see? Actually, no, since this is a pretty important quest. Let me do something real fast. Something I need to do Give me the fire.
What's our objective?
Listen, let's just keep adding to this one, because it's high time I level up. I think. Okay. I think it's time he evolve out of this one. Yeah. I think it's time, Jace. What you think? Let me try something. I've got something just for it. Got one in particular I'm looking for. There it is. This is just to see where it starts to roll at. Okay. So, I'm gonna try something. You know what, man? Man. Alright, I'm gonna do this. I will eventually have to farm for you, but now is not the time for that. I like this piece, and I need it to fit. I said this isn't part of any set that I have on him currently, but it's about to be his. He's running a 4-piece gladiator, and this is basically going to be his off piece. Whoa. Alright, we're done. Yeah. $66 over $193. We'll take it. Oh, that's right. Thanks, Jace. I forgot. That's the piece he was wearing. Har. What did I just do? Oh. Yeah, CJ, I forgot I had that thing. So, I think, well, it's time to see something. As if our ultimate's up. It is not, but it'll be up shortly, so it'll be alright.
They're attacking the sacred Sakura! Stop them!
Wait, that's what you want to see?
Not now. My guiding stars.
Clee Ayako, Barbara, Vinci. That's what. Wait, what? What kind of madness are you trying to get me to do here, man?
Attacking the sacred Sakura! Stop them!
Wait, hear me.
Not now. Don't be scared. My guiding stars.
None of them are built though, Jace. I don't think I could do that in good faith.
Not now.
Time for retribution!
Barbados, guide us.
Yeah, that's true. It could work out, but like I said, I'd have to build them up, you know.
Burn!
Cole, mine's at the map.
Verdict is...
I am pretty satisfied with Jean's healing, to be honest. God, Diluc, what are you doing? Oh, Dad jokes to Jace. I have no idea what he ate for lunch. What did he eat?
Needed help. Come on, Traveler. You can take them.
That was great.
Verdict is...
Torn to oblivion.
Oh! Oh!
Shogun? Wait, no. Could also be A.
Oh, it's you two. It has been a long time. We have not seen each other since the resolution of the Tenryou Commission crisis.
Okay, sounds more like A. It is you, right?
Got off a popsicle. Got that off a
You
Oh,
sure
really?
made short
Ha!
work of them. That was amazing.
I'm making early preparations for what is to come. Last time we took a walk around Inazuma together, I witnessed the way the world is today. I was finally able to comprehend some things that I had never understood in the past. Since then, every time I encounter an obstacle in my thinking, I find myself having the urge to spend some time in the outside world.
Makes sense. You must get super bored being stuck in there all the time.
Might I remind you that I am not here to amuse myself. Recently, I have observed a number of changes in the external world from the plane of Euthymia. The most serious of these being the attack on the sacred sap. I considered this matter
I thought
worthy
you were
of
getting
my
ready to set
attention.
up for dad jokes.
So I pursued them. If the Shogun rather than I were to discover them, yes, Perhaps she would have left the situation alone.
Why? Because she's just a...
Precisely. According to the rules I designed for her, matters of this nature are to be delegated to the Tri-Commission. But Rift Hounds attacking the sacred Sakura...
Hello, other two viewers,
It
but
brings
one of
back
them
bad
is
memories of
me,
that terrible
so
disaster.
I can chat
A
with you.
disaster?
Yes. Everything was engulfed in a pitch-black fog, and monsters ravaged the land. Count the monsters committed many atrocities on Inazuman soil. Their duty was to tear open a passage... So you've heard of it, too. That's an episode of history that I am loath to recall. Maybe to you, but an excess of caution is not unwarranted in this case.
Guess you can't argue with that.
Since we are both here for the same reason, let us work together. From the traces they've left in the surrounding area, there should be many more monsters nearby.
Paimon feels so safe when we're in Ace Company. Having someone uber powerful... Oh yeah, after we've dealt with the monsters, we should ask her to tell us more about Konria.
Got a message chat, hang on one second.
Similar to the color when the sacred Sakura takes damage. Let's follow it. It should be this way.
Alright, let me set this right there where I can see. Thank you, Lady Jean.
Didn't keep you waiting, did I?
Alright, so let me look at all this real quick. You're fine for right now. You're fine. Oh, man. I'm sorry you guys see so many Wanderers troop on him, but just bear with me, guys. Just bear with me. I'm working on a lot of stuff at one time, and it's not doing well for me. I'm actually gonna trade him out for somebody a little different. Jinquei, actually.
For justice.
Worth it. He is out and on the team, so it'll benefit him. Same thing with his other piece. I'm thinking about giving him a different weapon for this. No, like, no. Like this. Actually, I'll give him this for, I don't know. It was a little bit better. Well, less HP, but we can work with it.
Wouldn't gliding be faster? Yahoo!
I am.
We are lucky. The damage is not too serious. The Yashiro Commission will be able to nurse the root system back to health.
This stuff that's flowing out, is it sap or something? And how come it's glowing? Huh? What's this? Could they be dead people? It wouldn't be the first time we'd seen ghosts on our journey. But why would they appear here?
Let's search the area. Perhaps we will find out.
I can't go on like this. Not when the other troops are counting on me.
What happened here? Could you tell us?
Who are you? Run quick while you still can. The monsters will be back. And we will defend Inazuma until our dying. You beasts and horrifying monsters are everywhere. They are merciless, ferocious, and they will devour everything in their path.
That sounds terrible.
Every last trace of humanity's existence, I tell you. They'll devour it all.
But look, none of that seems to be going on around here.
Not right now, but they'll be back. Look, get out of here. Now! There's no time left. The Almighty Shogun is gone. So is Kitsune Saigu. There is no one left. I don't know how long we can hold out for. But if we abandon our hope, then we've got nothing left at all.
Don't worry, I'm right here.
It's... You're back! Please, we beg you. Only the glow of your supreme lightning can dispel this terrible darkness. Please, or the whole of Inazuma will be reduced to a hunting ground for the beasts.
Calm down. The war you speak of is over.
Over? But what do you mean? Shogun?
Look around you. The grass grows green and lush, and a soft breeze blows. This is Inazuma at peace, as you will no doubt remember. There are no monsters, nor is there anything else here that could threaten your life.
What? But
Hey,
how?
second viewer. Welcome
Just
to some
moments
lore
ago, they
time.
were everywhere. I saw them tear my comrade to shreds with my own eyes.
Hey, calm down.
Huh. I think I understand. Yes, we were right to place our trust. Thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you, thank you.
What's wrong with him?
He's gone.
Paimon can't even begin to understand what that was all about.
If I am not mistaken, what we just saw was the sacred Sakura can absorb and purify the filth in the ley lines. After the Rift Hounds attacked, some of this filth leaked out through the cracks in the trunk and formed a physical entity. An entity formed with strong filth would be highly aggressive. But when purified, it presents in the form of a memory. Purified filth quickly dissipates and will be absorbed by the ley lines shortly afterward.
So the memories of the ones that died are all...
Yes. That soldier was one of the many thousands who made the ultimate sacrifice. What he was describing just... Yes. Inazuma was facing many great crises at that time. Some were local in origin, while others... The disaster in Inazuma caused me great concern. I felt that I had to but my friend, Kitsune Saigu, reassured me that I had nothing to worry about. I could tell that, although neither of us acknowledged it, we both knew that...
So, Inazuma was attacked at the same time as when the disaster happened in Kanria?
Indeed. Countless monsters suddenly appeared throughout all of Inazuma. I never had the chance to see her one last time. But even then, Inazuma was left more devastated than we could have ever imagined.
Hey?
Yes. For the longest time, all my martial might was in vain. Though I could conquer Tatarigami and vanquish monsters, I was helpless against the ravages. But after my clash with human ambition, I thought long and hard. Now I realize I cannot fixate on the past for... When I traveled around Inazuma with you, I caught a glimpse of how the nation has progressed over the centuries. Moving forward inevitably invites further loss, but also new encounters. Just think of that soldier. Despite all the losses he had experienced, he still... All those who sacrificed themselves back then gave their lives fighting for a future. But as Inazuma's god, it is high time I honored their wishes. Warriors of the past, who spilled your blood on this land, your noble souls now rest in this earth. I will never forget you, and all that you...
He's taking all this pretty hard.
Come on.
Just in case I run into something, I want to try out my newfound powers.
Unexpected, there are a load of rift here too!
Leave them.
Yes, I've always wanted to see this. Oh, this is gonna be great.
Shine down! Inazuma shines eternal!
Yo, that was cool.
Illusion shattered! Now you shall perish!
That was great.
Huh? Something seems wrong with A.
Why would you ask that?
Well, usually you'd pull out your sword and swish.
You are unduly concerned. Although I have some understanding of the situation already, I must be prepared for anything. If there are more formidable monsters lying...
Ah, makes sense. The roots seem pretty badly damaged this time. Hey, the same light is leaking out again.
Furuyama? Is that you?
Almighty Shogun, what brings you back so soon? I thought you were off fighting a battle in a distant land.
Fighting a battle in a distant land? Sounds like this guy's...
Allow me to introduce Furuyama. He is a team, though blind. Furuyama is unparalleled in his ability to appraise team.
Your Excellency, you shower me with praise undeserved. I have simply had the good fortune to be in your Excellency's presence long enough to become acquainted with... It sounds like the Almighty Shogun has brought a guest. I'm afraid I'm unable to serve you any respectable refreshments on account of the current... After all, it's quite a mess out there.
What should we do? Oh, yeah.
I see. So, they have fought there. Most of the residents in this neighborhood have already escaped. They wanted to take me with them, And now the almighty Shogun is here. I have imagined if this was something that even the almighty people flee out of a desire to live on. And the desire to live on stems from a feeling of having unfinished business in life. But me, I have no such thoughts, and I have no regrets. The almighty Shogun often speaks to me about her dreams over tea. Just listening to her stories. I've been blind for many years, but her vivid descriptions took me on a splendid journey to all the most beautiful places in Inazuma. Over time, I've come to understand her mindset. Quite the romantic at heart, a true dreamer. One thing she always says is, good things don't last forever. Everything changes, fades, disappears completely over the passage of time. And so, people must make the most of the life they have, seize the chance to enjoy it while it lasts, and have no regrets in the end. So you see, as bleak as things may be now, I have
Perhaps.
It won't be long now before I have to say goodbye to the almighty Shogun but I suppose it doesn't matter. Once this catastrophe is over, life is sure to spring forth anew. But even if I survived until then, I'd probably be a hopelessly befuddled old so-and-so by then. So, never mind, eh? Oh, goodness me. Speaking of befuddled, the almighty Shogun comes to visit and I don't have... One moment, I'll just... I hope the... Really? But it's always been right by my side. I couldn't possibly have my guests...
Don't worry about it. Take a rest.
Almighty Shogun, you're not going too, are you? No, no, no.
This place is... complicated. Leave it to us.
But... Well, okay. I can't decide whether it's a final regret.
Where should we go to find a tea set? Having a cup of tea isn't exactly the...
I'm also feeling very nostalgic for his tea.
It's the Traveler. And the almighty Shogun. How might I be of assistance, Your
I wish to borrow a tea set from the Yashiro Commission.
Oh, sure. Please step into the courtyard and have...
Be at ease. I'm not here to see Commissioner Kamisato. Actually,
No. I am your humble servant. I daren't think of my own convenience when the almighty Shogun graces me with her presence. I'll deal with it right away.
Well, it's not often we have the chance to chat.
Right. Paimon wanted to ask that too.
I seldom had the time to drink tea. Any free time
It's
I had was spent practicing martial
neat.
arts. So, in the vast
It's neat.
majority
These
of
times without
cases,
PlayStation Plus
the
kind of
one he
humble
made
me to the
tea
game,
for
to be
was
honest.
the former Electro Archon, who was also my sister, Raiden Makoto. He may well have had an inkling about there being two Raiden Shoguns. But the philosophy of life that he shared with us just now, that was Makoto's view on reality. She always saw things that way.
You and Makoto had pretty...
Indeed we did. It was the biggest difference between us. In her eyes, the most precious things in this world were dreams. They are similar. When you came charging into the plane of Euthymia, I saw human aspirations. Now, it seems like she was...
Wow. There sure was a...
Makoto saw a bigger picture than I did. In her view, an ambition is a yearning for something material, or a concrete outcome. It is finite in nature, and will be replaced by a new ambition in due course. Makoto was more concerned with the force that drives humans to constantly generate new ambitions in the first place. It is something... To put it simply, Makoto wasn't concerned. I didn't understand at the time. How can we say that we are maintaining? I suppose what it comes down to is the definition of eternity. Yes, it does. But in the last analysis, Makoto's philosophy was...
Do you feel you're starting to understand?
You have already witnessed my previous view, but now... I no longer...
Almighty Shogun, I found a tea set. This one...
It's quite beautiful.
You are too kind. A humble servant such as I...
It's all good, sir.
Let us return.
He wouldn't have gone looking for a tea set and...
Or perhaps the ley...
So... we didn't even have a...
The information held in the ley lines is complex and disorderly. Well, this chance won't come often, and I've watched Furuyama brew tea on many occasions. The tea is ready. So many thoughts were racing through my head as I was brewing it. You're right. I've been reminded of many people, too. Kitsune-san. Back at the Yashiro Commission, I kept the conversation reason. The events of 500 years ago not only robbed me of my...
She died in that disaster, too?
Yes. She went... Unlike me, Makoto was no martial artist. Whenever similar... But this time, the circumstances were so grave that Makoto had no choice but to leave me behind. Yes. It was too late. I arrived only in time to hear her dying breath. She had already lapsed into unconsciousness by that point. So all I could do, it was there that we bid each other a final farewell. Why did she go to Conria first, and not I? Why did she keep... It was there and then that I resolved to pursue eternity. As a testament to that decision, I saved her realm of consciousness just before it collapsed completely, and brought it back to Inazuma.
That's quite a story.
When I returned to Inazuma...
Man.
I was shocked to find that a great sakura tree had appeared on Mount Yogo. The tree that you know as the sacred sakura. That's exactly what everyone back then told me as well. That it had existed since time immemorial. No one questioned it. And yet, its presence contrasted so... In the end, I simply had to accept that with the help of the sacred sakura's power...
This is all really hard to understand.
Yes. She had such... I once told myself that I would never speak of these, but even the tea that is most bitter to the tongue once. And it's time I came to terms with it all.
Oh, while we're on the topic, since you experienced...
Sister? You mean to say that she was somehow involved?
Based on what we've learned so far?
I'm sorry. I wasn't there for the whole thing, and also... my mind, so...
Oh, well, boy.
With this last cup of tea, thank you, Destiny.
We should go. Let's keep following the...
Very well. Based on my investigation so far, I believe this next pack of monsters should be the last.
Brace yourselves. Let's go jumping in puddles and see who can make the biggest splash.
Once again, please leave them to me.
Hey!
Fear not. Shine down!
Are you alright?
I'm fine. Illusion shattered! There is no escape! Inazuma shines eternal!
Maybe you should leave this one to us.
My apologies.
Don't worry about it. We'll deal with them. Look, that's the same light again.
Where am I? Who are you? Almighty Shogun, you're here too. Are you injured, Your Excellency? We, the Shogunate Samurai, will defend the Shogun until the very end.
Come on, men. They're coming back for more. Let's get them.
Don't!
Danger is our duty, ma'am. If we were the kinds to shy away from danger, we never—
No need to worry, Almighty Shogun. When the situation—
Is that a vision?
It certainly is. I know the gods are omnipotent, and their willingness to grant their power to humans means if the Almighty Shogun is in trouble, now of all times is the moment for us to honor that.
So that's how samurai of that era understood visions, huh?
Nobody knew where Your Excellency had gone, and we were starting to despair. But now we've found you. You're right here with us. Just the sight of you appearing before us once more has reignited the hope in our hearts. This hope is the light that will guide
Everyone, on me!
We'll help too!
Huh? Affirmative, but watch your back.
Protect the almighty Shogun!
Retribution!
Rain outlines your fate. Rain Cutter. Here we go.
My guiding stars!
Brace yourselves.
Cole, mine to command.
Time for takeoff.
Burn!
No, my sword.
The night is cold. My guiding stars!
Here we go.
Time for retribution!
Yahoo!
Not now.
Think you can get away?
It seems like their attacks are finally over.
I've never fought so fiercely before.
Thank you all.
Oh.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
You fought phenomenally. The monsters will definitely come back. And when they do, quickly, escort Her Excellency back to Inazuma City, and
When everyone sees the almighty Shogun safely...
Well, what are you...
we will stay here and guard against the monsters' advance. We are brothers in arms. As long as we stick together, we can face any number of monsters that come our way.
They've all got different visions. Each one had an electro, one had an animo, one had a cryo vision. I wonder what that means.
Just leave it to us. Fighting is what we do best. But the almighty Shogun is the only one of us with the power to change the present state of affairs. No matter what kind of threat faces Inazuma, we will always place our faith in the almighty Shogun.
Oh, thank you all very much. I should not have left it this late to make this promise.
Don't worry, Your Excellency. We will never doubt your word as long as we live. With you leading us, we will claim back everything that Inazuma has lost.
Glory to the Shogun!
That was awesome.
Glory to the Shogun!
That was awesome.
They're gone.
It was both. The people's sacrifice has always caused me immense pain. But in dwelling on the result being that in the centuries since you could take the view that whatever I say to them is meaningless, because they are, but even so, they are due a resolution.
Well, Paimon thinks that even if it's a few hundred years later...
Thank you for your comforting words. But this is my basic duty. I used to think just like that samurai. That I was first and foremost a warrior. But what Inazuma needs more than a warrior is someone like Makoto. Even though I am utterly unlike Makoto and can never become the person she was, I still need to... Yes, They are. As the Raiden Shogun they revere. I should not be the...
Well said. Sounds to Paimon.
Change will come to Inazuma. And with it, new, no matter how long it takes. Now that we've dealt with the Rift Hounds, this matter is halfway resolved. I will leave the Tenryo and Yashiro commissions to handle the follow-up work, such as
Alrighty then. It looks calm on the outside, but Paimon, she seems to have changed a little. Huh? What's wrong, Ed? What's going on? Are you feeling unwell again?
It looks like the situation... No need. I need to go to the cave.
Why? What?
A battleground. One where I shall sever ties with the past and take the first steps into the future.
Wouldn't gliding be faster? Wouldn't gliding be faster?
We'll need more where that came from.
We're finally here.
Torii Gate come from?
This is a place I once sealed off with my own hands. It looked...
Huh? What are you talking about? And who is she? Makoto?
Follow me.
Where are we Paimon's dizzy. Whoa. This place... Look! It's another A!
We meet again, traveler. This body is an assistant to the One Within, but it is also the guardian of the rules. Should the One Within wish to stray from the rules, this body shall stand in her way.
Wait! Paimon knows that voice! Is that... the puppet?
You have wandered the realm in my body, and you appear to have grasped the true essence of eternity. You believe your present self has greater certainty than your former self. Thus, you believe your present self is correct, don't you? But have you really been enlightened with new ideas? Or have you been degraded by irreversible erosion? I'm here to show you my answer. We are both warriors, and the dialogue we must now have shall be conducted by the blade alone.
Wait! The atmosphere in here just took a turn for the worse! Are you alright now?
The discomfort I was experiencing earlier was caused by the Shogun rejecting my continued use of her body. As she indicates, once I started entertaining the idea of change, I became hostile in her eyes. But inside a realm of consciousness, I exist independently of her. She cannot affect me in this way. Though she is a puppet, the Shogun has her own consciousness too. When necessary, she appears here to confront me.
Paimon gets that everyone has their internal battles and Hei's showdown with the Shogun? Never...
The rules I set for the Shogun are... No. The Shogun herself is the... I would not try to change her.
Isn't there any other way? Can't you talk it through or something? But they both just want to...
My form is a symbol of supreme majesty, in which has been vested power over all the realm. It is the cohesive embodiment of all that constitutes the Raiden Shogun. It inherits Ei's pain, the pain of inevitable loss that comes as she moves forward. So too does it inherit her determined. Every action undertaken is for the sake of resisting erosion. Determination, courage, love, hatred. All of these will be degraded and distorted by the incessant flow of time. Only rules shall remain constant for eternity. Those were my thoughts when I created you. Now, they are towering obstacles. You wish to make yourself my enemy. I am your past, the everlasting law, the guardian of eternity.
Ooh.
And I am she who promised a dream to her subjects. Raiden A.
Oh.
In the end, even the proud and mighty Oni maiden was cut down and disgraced. Though your blade has been cleansed of her blood and filth, never shall it shine as brightly as it once did. Weak. Insolent.
I got something just for this.
The eye sweeps the lands. Torn to oblivion. Inferior. Illusion shattered. The pitying sakura blossoms that once filled the skies fell to the ground as pitch-black rain. As long as the ley lines flow, the relentless erosion of time will never stop.
She's completely recovered?
The verdict is decided. Shine down! Pathetic. Weak. Pathetic. Be gone! Illusion shattered! Be gone! Torn to oblivion! Shine down! The divine lightning that envelops all of Inazuma will fade silently into the clouds. There shall never be another. Never. For the rest of time. Stillness transcended. There is no escape. Evasion is futile. Absurd. Weak. Torn to oblivion.
Gotcha.
Euthymia crumbles.
Have you finally defeated her?
It appears your martial prowess has not dulled. But how long can your...
How the heck?
In this realm of she was built to resist erosion.
Then, does that mean this is gonna be it?
Maybe. But I have to prove to her that my present will is no product of erosion. If I don't do this, this is my duty. No matter how long this battle may last, months, years, centuries, and no matter how many 500 years ago, here in the present, they rely on their ambition to challenge wayward practices, tear them out like the diseased wood of an old sakura tree, so that new, healthy branches might spring to life in their place. It is about time that I learned to trust them. I understand that. But if the dreams, I fight for the everlasting future of Inazuma. I vow to the subjects of Inazuma that I shall want during my absence. Pass on my words.
Yo. Hey.
Looks like we got kicked out. Oh, what do we do? She was making sense. And maybe this is the only way to change the Shogun's rules, but still. Right? Also, A can be pretty stubborn at... What if she gets too obsessed with winning, and she forgets why she's there in the first place? It could happen. And then she might never leave again. Yeah, we should help her out. Like, is there any way we can cut down how long she needs to spend in there? Or, you know, help her with, well, whatever. We can't let anything... Oh, but we also can't... Okay, well, first things first. We gotta find a way back in. Oh, come on, brain juice. Don't feel time on now. Oh, you're right. Who knows if she really...
Another bad one? No, let me try again.
By the way, chat, I will be pulling before I get off the stream, so let's see what I'll be able to pull for streamer's luck, you know?
Someone's not in the best of moods. Let me get... I hope you realize how lucky you are. If it was anyone else...
But, Hero...
That was a figure of speech. Do you understand?
Oh, yeah. Something really big...
Oh, okay, I see. So, A's decided to palm Inazuma off on the humans, while she goes off on her own to fight a fierce battle that doesn't even have an end date. Impossibly stubborn. Goes straight to the most extreme course of action imaginable. Presumes her sheer will can see her through, despite a near impossible goal that requires nothing short of the very peak of... You know as well as I do that she's always been like this. Why start fretting about it now? Rushed into it without thinking. So you seem to be under the impression that I am able to offer some sort of help.
Is she playing dumb?
Uh-huh. You're learning, little one. But really, the truth of the matter is that I don't know much more about Raiden Makoto's. All I know is that it's the foundation of the sacred Sakura. And from what I've heard...
Because Raiden Makoto is...
Not just because of that. The nature of the space itself is different in some way. Anyway, we needn't worry about the details too much. It'll just... First things first.
Oh.
I wish my sister could hide and seek.
This is getting pretty dark, my dude.
Now then, I always have my ways. It's to the outsider. The realm of consciousness is a very abstract concept. In other words, even though I can't pinpoint the exact spatial location of this...
So, it's abstract, but...
Yes, no need to try and understand it. Let me... Everything is turbulent and disordered. If you try to force your way in, you could... This is precisely why when entering the plane of euthymia, it's much safer if you play...
What? Alright, well, Paimon, stay here then. You two keep going.
Alright, well, Paimon's staying
Suit
here.
yourself. Worst case scenario, all we stand to lose is A. Oh, well, if you're quite sure, then of course. Now, I shall send you on your way. Oh, nothing. It just seems extraordinarily chaotic, that's all. My suspicions have been confirmed. By the way, remember to focus constantly on your heart. Only a strong enough will can prevent you from being swallowed by the giant waves of abstract space. Well then, the door's open. Hop on in. I'll stay outside and provide what stability I can. I'm placing my god in your capable hands.
This is
For my
terrifying.
sake, and for Inazuma's, please. Bring her back.
That was terrifying.
Nico, you better know what you're doing.
That's enough chatter.
Alright, so...
Remember to focus constantly on your heartfelt wishes when you enter inside. Only if you are strong enough can I deliver you to the right destination.
That was freaking amazing.
Huh? You have returned. This is a duel to remember. It is as if we have returned to the moment when the laws of eternity were first established. Over countless battles, not once have you... Had I made all enemies of eternity stand against you? For your firm commitment to enforcing the rules, you bring honor to the title of Guardian. Now these two return once more to this space. Then, let this be our final duel. The conclusion to that which began 500 years ago. Final duel? Stand back, traveler. I'm going to be the start of something new.
Yeah.
The time our duels took to fight was long enough. This body is eternal. Energy they consume, great enough to vaporize the ocean and turn days into night. And the
Whoa! All right.
And crush dreams. Yes.
Yo, this music.
I will endure forever.
I would like to just say that this music has no reason being this good.
Illusion shattered. There is no escape. Inferior. There is no escape. Eternity is in my hand. Erase all threats. Illusion shattered. Inferior.
Alright, I'm sorry guys, I gotta go for the big hill on this one. Well, not necessarily the big hill, but...
There is no escape.
Yeah, you didn't want Big Boy here to step in. He'd fuck...
This is the end. I believed you were incapable of transcending the past. But it seems my belief was baseless, and I underestimated your spirit. But a will that cannot be eroded. You need not worry about the future. I know your power more than anyone else. Yet, my reason for fighting redefined my martial prowess and redrew my limits. I now carry the gaze of the myriad of expectant eyes, and whenever I think of this, I feel something stirring within Muso Ishi. The blade that I inherited from Makoto seems to be trying to guide me. I noticed it also. Just now in the heat of battle, it seemed to unleash a new and unfamiliar power. This power is beyond the limits of my understanding. This blade belonged to Makoto. Perhaps it can only respond to me with its full power when I truly understand and believe in her. When I clasped Muso Ishin in my hands, I had the feeling. It was at once a familiar feeling and a strange one. Makoto barely wielded a blade in her life, and you have my approval. Your present will is not the product of erosion. I shall no longer stop you from attempting to modify the rules. From this day forth, this body will remain your assistant. I won't design any more rules that can never be changed. You used to represent my past, but from today onward, you are me. Makoto never saw me as a fearless weapon. Likewise, I should not You truly have changed. I understand. I shall become your shadow, just as you were once Makoto's shadow. The duties I perform will not change. But as a warrior, I look... Deep. It was simply a new experience for me. One that is worth reliving.
Have you finished?
Hello, A. And greetings,
Yo!
those who have come to bear witness. I am Raiden Makoto, the previous Electro Archon, who failed in my duties and left you all to pick up the Makoto? I'm so happy. You've come so far. I always knew he would make it here in the end. I left a faint fragment of my will in Muso Ishin, so that in the moment that you unleashed its full power, I too would be released. A convoluted way to reach you, but... well, you held such deeply entrenched views at the time that you wouldn't have listened to a word I said. There was no time to wait for you to have a change of heart. Please forgive me. All I could do was find some way to wait until you came to me. But... you never meant... everything happened so suddenly. I've always felt terrible for having to entrust Inazuma to you all of a sudden. I should have been the one to impart these ideas to you, a little at a time. Did you know what was about to happen? I had some sense of it. That place was not... in my present form, I can no longer perceive time. I don't know how long we have, but I know that this must have been an extremely arduous journey for you. Don't look down on me. See, it was with this possibility in mind that I left a parting gift for you. Something to soothe Inazuma's pain. Here, take it. But it is you who must take it.
That was really cool, chat. That was neat.
The light turned into a seed?
The miracle tree that blesses the people, in this moment new to the world and yet to be known. When to plant it, where it shall bloom. She who brings it into being must let her heart plant it life, eh? Is it really? Eternity extends time into infinity. Dreams illuminate each moment within. When both shine in unison, the sacred Sakura blooms from the darkness, finally free from the clutches of the heavenly principles. Now the nightmare has dissipated, and reality is made whole. The vision we both yearn for is still further ahead. My only regret is that I cannot witness Inazuma's future, nor can I walk this journey with you. Do you know, I am so happy right now, because my final wish has now come true. Your polearm once protected me from countless calamities. For this, I've always felt indebted to you.
I know that
Though I could never repay you in full, this sacred Sakura will buy you some time until you are ready to awaken and embrace the new. What do you think? Did it do the trick? This time, it really is goodbye, eh? Goodbye, Makoto.
Yo, that was really cool there. Bravo. Bravo, Hoyo. Bravo.
So the A of the present planted the sacred Sakura in the realm of consciousness, and it took root in the Inazuma of the past. No matter what you make of it, it's quite incredible.
All of this is thanks to Makoto's power. Her understanding of eternity is much more eternity is a concept intimately connected with time. When you begin to touch on
A place where time is meaningless and cannot be understood with ordinary logic. Perhaps that is the reason why you were able to return precisely to this point in time. And yet, that sense of disorderliness has now completely disappeared.
I don't fully understand yet. But...
Well, I'm not convinced that it was Makoto.
I know what you mean. Perhaps a higher power really was involved in all of this. But whatever the
Hey
explanation,
Jace, if you're still watching
her
this, remember
solutions
it's
had
to
saved
Roth
us all.
tomorrow.
Without the sacred Sakura, Inazuma would likely have been
I know you've always perceived there was something special about the sacred Sakura, but to me, it has always been there. You've tried in the past to prove to me that there's a connection between the sacred Sakura and Makoto's consciousness.
No. But I understand why now.
But don't you think that tree looked a lot...
The sacred Sakura is within my purview at the shrine, so obviously I get to prune it exactly how I like it.
Ugh. Now we see who's pulled...
I'm joking. That tree has been through a lot since it first sprouted. We have the loving care of Kitsune over the ages to thank for how it appears today. And obviously I played my part too. It's fair to say that very little time passed between the moment you came out of that realm and the moment you re-entered it. But in that same time, centuries of bad traveler, if I'm guessing correctly, you were repeating your wishes to yourself in your mind, weren't you? At that time, I could sense A's whereabouts, but I also suffice to say, time added a whole new dimension to our search. Fortunately, your will was strong enough that the turbulence carried you to the moment in time most likely to be the intersection of all that you were wishing for. The flow of turbulence may well have been influenced by Makoto, but it took everyone's efforts combined to ultimately help A. So this time, it looks like thanks are due to you.
Does that mean it wasn't by chance that we ended up at the final duel? We were always meant to be there to witness what was going...
I thought that the flow of time was the same on the inside and the outside. So it was a great shock. My first thought was, as a great disaster, but it turned out you had come to rescue me. You too have my thanks.
Hey, how are you?
My body has fully recovered, and the Shogun's will no longer fights against me.
Always thrilled to hear you're in good health. But I was really asked, after all, you so much.
I only heard her voice. I wouldn't... I'll be fine. It brought a few things back, of course, but I have to say, this has reminded me once again just how brilliant Makoto... She even factored my immaturity into her plan. It's all thanks to her that Inazuma lived to see this day. I just planted a seed.
Yeah.
There's a little subtext that I read that had a name in it, Easter Roth.
That's amazing!
Tomorrow's Wednesday, so we have in the morning to play.
Thank you.
Today, at long last, you and Inazuma finally emerge. Makoto and you are Inazuma's past and future, and both are indispensable.
It's rare to hear such comforting words from you.
Oh, come on. You only think it's rare because you never used...
Makoto said the exact...
Great minds think alike, hmm? I wonder, does that qualify me to, maybe, take the position of Shogun for a couple of days?
Good night, Jace. Thank you for helping me. I'll talk to you in the morning.
We will have to end the frivolities
Our D&D
there.
games tomorrow.
There is much work to be done. The Shogun and I will closely review the Inazuma of today to find out where things currently stand. Then, we will give careful consideration to the future. After that, I will abolish the Sakoku decree.
Really? That's huge news!
I am no longer pursuing an eternity defined by stasis. In which case, there is no further need to keep the nation under lock and key. I don't doubt that many challenges lie ahead for... I'm looking forward to it.
Jeez, Sakura. Well, chat, I'm about to end my stream, but before I go, I said you'd all get to see me pull, so we're gonna do a good pull. I already have Klee, I don't have Eula, so we'll shoot for the moon and aim for the stars. 'Twas nothing. Alright everybody, thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed it. It was a pleasure playing for you tonight. Good night everybody. I'll see you all tomorrow.